Hi. So really important message that I wanted to share with you all, and something that we need to talk about more. It all started 18 months ago. 18 months ago we had, I think it was 4 projects on the go, about 20 flats or so across all of them. We were absolutely going for it. It was an epic time, and the problem is, not everyone always lives up to their word, and we ended up during this time of doing these projects having a lot of people letting us down. Sometimes everyone lets you down, and it's stressful because you was running the projects, and if you've got investors, you've got bridging finance involved, you can't just, let things go wrong. You've got to take control, and it's hugely stressful. I'm sure I'm not alone in having gone through things like this. In fact, I know I'm not. And the problem is, when you've got a lot of stress on you, sort of from a physiology point of view, your fight or flight response is happening, and that means that you've got that fight or flight adrenaline that running through your body. And if you're anything like me, even before getting into this point of doing these massive projects, I was stressed out because you're pushing hard, you're doing things that are outside your comfort zone, and it means that it's stress. You're constantly stressed out. And the thing is, as human beings, we are not designed to be constantly stressed out. And so what this meant for me was this 18 months ago, the culmination of taking on these big projects, of people letting us down. The stress really hit to the point that we had to actually get on site ourselves. We were being so let down that we had to get on site and take control. I was working exactly everything I don't want to do. I was working 15 hours a day, a huge amount of responsibility and stress, and that fight or flight response was just pumping the entire time. We got through that stressful time, and you think, oh great, now we've got through the worst of it, now we're over and we can get on to the next things. But you can't. Because when you have put your body through such high stress for such extended periods of time, and for me it's been from the beginning in property, this high stress, your body cannot cope. So what this meant was, I actually really harmed my adrenals. Your adrenals are, I'm no scientist, but your adrenals are responsible for regulating hormones in your body. And when you've been under such high stress for such an extended period of time, your adrenals just stop being able to function. And you may think, well, how is this relevant to me? Why is this relevant? Why are you saying all of this? We are all putting ourselves under this kind of stress in varying degrees and levels in property and in business, and you can completely destroy your motivation, your drive, and in fact your whole health in the process. So whilst I thought that I had got over the worst of the stress dealing with those projects best part of 18 months ago or more, the following year I dealt with illness after illness after illness, because my whole immune system had just been completely taken down because I hadn't looked after myself and had spent too many years pushing the boundaries of what's possible with stress and adrenaline. You also will suffer with lack of motivation, lack of drive, and it's awful. So I want to share this because I'm not alone in the adrenals and the stress and that fight or flight hormone buzzing around your body, and we go back to the old caveman days, that that fight or flight response is there to run quickly from danger. It's not meant to be flowing through your veins 24/7. So what I would implore you to do is look after yourselves. We're not machines. You're not a machine. I'm not a machine. And it was awful. All of last year, every time I thought I was getting better, I got ill again, because my immune system had been completely taken down by those extended periods of stress. Thanks Mark. I'm doing so much better now. I'm still not perfect. Sometimes I still struggle with energy, but I'm really lucky that I've found, this was something, if you told me this a few years ago, I would have thought it was like crazy and woo-woo. I found an amazing chiropractor based locally to where I am, who's got this whole holistic view and really specialises in getting that adrenal function back up and running again. Now, hopefully you can find that person too if you're struggling with this, but what I would highly recommend, please just start looking after yourself now. Get good sleep. turn your brain off. Don't push yourself way over and beyond what we're designed to do, and give yourself a freaking break. It's not a rush. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and you've got to be able to learn to chill out as you go through that. So my message to you is don't go through that. Look after yourselves and look after those precious adrenals, because a lot of people in our society these days are struggling with it, and you don't need to, but you need to start by looking after you. I hope that's helpful.